What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Guns and Tactics. My name is Rex, and today we're going to be talking about the Alien Gear Rapid Force Duty Holster. There it is. All right, let's go. All right, so before we start, make sure you hit that subscribe button right there in your lower right corner of the screen. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit that like button, make sure you hit the little bell button so you get notifications anytime we drop a video. Make sure you're also following us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, all that biz. So, Alien Gear holsters have been around for quite some time in the commercial market, and they're most popularly known for their hybrid holsters with the polymer front shell and the neoprene or leather backing, with an aim for a more comfortable concealed carry experience as opposed to just Kydex. Now personally, I don't mind, or I like the Kydex. It's a smaller print. Yes, it's not as comfortable, but it's a smaller print, and I personally prefer that. So when I first learned that Alien Gear Holsters was coming out with a duty style holster, I honestly scoffed a little, because I was like, yes, they're pretty popular in the commercial market, but for the more serious shooters, not so much. And to think that they were going to put out a duty holster, I was a little skeptical, to be honest, at first. And when I first saw the videos of, I think it was back in January when they released the initial videos, I was skeptical, but also kind of excited and impressed with how it looked, and really wanted to get my hands on one to try out. From the design of the thumb release, the paddle, and all that, it looked pretty smooth. It looked good. But again, I was still a little skeptical because it was Alien Gear holsters. So a couple months back, when Alien Gear reached out to me, they asked me if I wanted to review the Rapid Force holster. I was pretty excited and I was pretty stoked. But I also told them that I was going to be honest. I wasn't going to sugarcoat, and I wasn't going to hold back on any issues that I found. I was going to report it to the public, because I think people deserve to know the honest opinion of the end user. So as far as features for this pistol, you'll be able to get it in the low ride height, mid, or high ride. I have it in mid ride. I'd prefer it to be a little on the lower side, but mid ride works fine right now for me. You can get it with light bearing, non-light bearing, MRDS, and nor MRDS. And it'll also come in basket weave if your department requires. One big con right now that I'm seeing with this holster right now, and doesn't have anything to do with the actual holster, is that it's only available for the Glock 17, the Glock 19, 22, and 23. I'm seeing on the boards right now a lot of people complaining that it's not available for any of their guns. But on the website, it does say that it'll soon be available for the P320, the P226, the MMP9, and the MMP40. When that'll drop, not quite sure. So I did get this. I was hoping that I'd be able to compare it to my 6390 RDS from Safariland. And I have that set up for my comped Glock 19X or my full Roland. Which I modified. I took out the plug so that I could put the comp. And I was hoping I'd be able to do it with this, but they only have it right now for the 17 with the light. So that's what I've been running. I was told that I could just Dremel the end to fit the comp. I'm not gonna quite do that just yet, so I've been running my 17 with the light, and it's been running fine. One other feature that I was pretty impressed with was with the adjustability. With this holster, you're able to adjust the size of the button to release the hood. There's a small, medium, and large button. I use the large buttons because I wanted to be able to access that and release the hood as fast as possible and as easy as possible. And that being said, also I don't have that big of a hand. I'm on the medium size of hands, but I still had to use a large one so that I could depress it with minimal effort. And same for the paddle. I used the largest paddle that they had so that I could easily swipe it to be able to draw the gun smoothly. They also have another piece for that guards that thumb brake in the front. You're able to adjust that up and down. And also you're able to adjust the cant. One thing that had left to be desired for me was the belt attachment. Wasn't too big of a fan of the belt attachment that came with it. It came with a belt attachment for like a duty belt and a paddle holster. Obviously, I'm not going to run this with a paddle, so I was hoping to run this on my duty belt or the battle belt that I put together from Wilder Tactical. With the belt attachment, it's designed for a duty holster, a duty belt for law enforcement, so I think they're a little on the thicker side, but I think they're 2-inch belts. But I have a 1.75-inch belt, and while that was enough, if I moved the holster one way or another, it will shift. There's no way to adjust it so that it's snug against the actual belt itself. But when on the actual belt, tightened up and against the belt and the belt padding, it's secure enough. Not as secure as I would like it, but it's secure enough where it didn't really cause any issues. I did try to attach the QLS fork onto this holster. Unfortunately, couldn't do it. I'm probably gonna try to jerry-rig it somehow so that I could swap it out between my holsters and my belts and whatnot. But that's one part that I was kind of disappointed in. The 2 top holes for the screws lined up, I just didn't have any screws long enough. So I'll probably be able to jerry-rig that to be able to work at some point. But right now, it's on my belt and it's working fine. So one of my biggest concerns, just initially looking at it, was the mechanism itself. Yes, it looked smooth. It is actually pretty smooth. It is actually pretty smooth operating the thumb brake or the thumb release for the hood and the thumb release for the actual pistol. But with more moving parts, that could lead to more things that could possibly fail or break. Not saying that they will, but possibly. There's a chance over time, overuse, abuse, dirt, debris, mud, rain, or whatnot, there's a chance that something could happen to cause it to malfunction and not work correctly. With that all being said, now for the range report. I'll be happy to say that I had no issues with the holster whatsoever in my first range out to the range with this holster. That being said, I wasn't rolling in the dirt. I wasn't fighting anyone off to get off the holster, putting their hand over it or whatnot. I'll be doing that over time in the future with this holster to get a better idea, but this is meant to be for just an initial impressions, first look kind of deal. But like I said, it's initial thoughts on this holster, I'm pretty impressed. There was a little bit of a learning curve to get the holster to work the way I wanted to, but otherwise it was pretty smooth with the draw from getting my thumb to release the hood to hitting the paddle to release the actual gun. It's pretty smooth, it's pretty intuitive. I did have a couple hang-ups a few times where I went a little too fast for my own speed or for my own good and ended up just yanking the gun up and not actually getting able to release it. Or whether I didn't get to release the hood or I did release the hood but I missed the paddle, so I still wasn't able to release the gun, which in my mind was also a testament to if someone were to try to snatch that from behind you and was just grabbing the grip, or even if they hit the button, they don't hit the paddle, they're not gonna be able to get that gun out. I guess it'll be a testament to how secure it is in that sense. But I was able to quickly adapt to how to draw from this holster. It's pretty similar to the Safariland's ALS system, where there's a little thumb release that releases the hood, that releases the mechanism that's securing the gun is on the ejection port, and that's what's keeping the gun in the holster. What I like about Alien Gear, it is the customizability and the adjustability of how to make it work, whether it's a thumb size, the button or the paddle release, cant and whatnot. You're able to adjust that. The drawing from the gun is smooth, reholstering is smooth. I have yet to encounter any problems with the mechanism itself, but like I said, a concern of mine will be in anything, any debris, dirt, or anything like that could possibly have an effect to the mechanism of making it not work or making it not function correctly. So with that being said, as far as the cons go and with the moving parts and whatnot, I see this being great for law enforcement as a duty holster. But as far as being fielded in the military in austere conditions and things like that, not so much, not just yet. Just because with all the moving parts and whatnot, I think a little bit more extensive testing in those kinds of conditions, unless it's already done and I just didn't know about it, would be great. So that being said, I'll probably be running in the mud and getting dirty and getting dirty with this holster to see how it does, right? Well, with that being said, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video review. I'll be talking to you guys soon about this holster sometime down the road to let you guys know how it holds up. And like I said, so far, I'm pretty impressed with the holster. It draws smooth, it reholsters smooth. With a little bit of practice, you're able to get pretty good at figuring out how it works and being proficient with it. The belt I was running with the holster was from Wilder Tactical. I was using their pouches too. Great piece of kit. Be doing a bit more extensive review down the road next time for that belt system. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe this video. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. If there's anything else that you guys want to see in this channel, email us right here to be entered into our monthly Q&A. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
We work really hard to make content that we hope you as a shooter would enjoy. Subscribe to our channel, check out our featured videos and playlists, and if you have a question firearms related, go ahead and send an email to the address shown on the screen to be entered into our monthly QA series.